This is Joe's 2020 BMW M340i. And while you may not recognize him, he is one of the masterminds behind the brand new throtl.com website. Joe has been grinding behind the scenes for months, countless late nights to make it happen, and we think it turned out amazing. So when he picked up this M340i, we figured it was time to return the favor by giving this car a complete transformation right here in this episode. We've sourced a ton of parts from throtl.com to completely transform this car, so let me show you what we have. We've got an AWE Touring catback exhaust system, BC Racing coilovers, one of my favorites, a pure turbocharger upgrade, EBC brakes. We've got a full catalog of Keys Motorsports carbon fiber, a triple stack cooling system by CSF, Apex wheels, Falcon RT660 Plus tires, and a full color change by Pure PPF. There's a ton of parts here, so let's get to wrenching. Here's the plan. We want to build something truly special for Joe. We're starting with a turbocharger upgrade and a cooling system upgrade. Then we'll be adding an AWE exhaust to bring the car to life. From there, new brakes and suspension so it drives as good as it looks, plus a fresh wheel and tire and Starlight headliner inside. We're going to protect the car with a wild paint protection film, then ship it to Pennsylvania to link up with our friend Brian from Keys Motorsport at AWE headquarters for a flex fuel and a full dyno tune. And before any track time, we're surprising Joe with a full sheep pole he'll never see coming, so stay tuned because by the end of this episode, Joe will be tracking his own car at Englishtown Raceway and he has no idea. Now the 340i is fresh and clean. We're gonna start with one of the more fun mods we're gonna be doing on this car, which is the turbocharger. We got a new pure upgraded turbo which is going on. However, I gotta pull the front and rear bumpers off because we're gonna get these things repainted because they're pretty busted and we'll get this old turbo out. Let's do it. Front bumper's off. That was way more involved than I thought it was going to be. Now we're going to pull the rear one off. Let's do it. That, look at that. Zoom in on that. Tell me that is OEM. That is not OEM, bro. Where is that wood screw from?
Oh no!
No way. Jeez, okay. I'm going to give my boy Joe the benefit of the doubt and assume that that was already there when he bought the car. Can I just do that? Ooh. Oh yeah. Look at that, dude. Dialed in. Now we're gonna move in and get the old turbo out. To start, we're gonna drain all of the fluids. Coolant for the intercooler system, and the engine oil. We're gonna take some covers off to access those, and then we'll get the old turbo out. Let's do it. That does not look like OEM BMW coolant to me, sir. We've got most of our fluids drained now. What I'm thinking is because we have to pull the coolers out anyways, I'm gonna use that as my advantage to make it way easier to work on the turbo. So I'm gonna pull all of this off, all of our cooling plate, our radiator support, the top end of that stuff, get the coolers out. So once I open this space, it's gonna be a lot easier to work on the front of the engine. Everything in here is super compact. As you can tell, they package everything really nicely, which makes it kind of difficult to work on. So by freeing up all this space, it's gonna make it a lot easier to get our turbo out. So now we can drain the cooling system because I can get access to the lower hose. I think we just take the freaking radiator out. I'm trying to figure out how to get the radiator to come out because it doesn't want to come out, and I don't know why.
We hired a Ricky?
Right here. Somebody's got to get this off. It ain't Quinn. Quinn knows what he's doing.
I still don't understand how that came out, but that's a problem for us later. Now that we got the radiators out, we got to take this, which is our charge piping off. I just loosened it. We got a couple more things to disconnect here. That will come out, and then we can start tackling the turbocharger, its wiring, and the lines.
You mean now that I got the radiator out, he can keep working?
Now we need to pull the rest of the exhaust off. So from the downpipe here, this is all one piece. We're going to take that off. Now for the downpipe.
That was easy for me.
Let's get this turbo out. There we go.
That's the factory guy.
That's stock.
Is the new one the same size frame, or is it
I think it's
just new internals?
I think it's new internals. They might have upgraded the compressor housing. I'm not exactly sure.
Woo! I'm excited for this one.
Everything's transferred over onto our turbocharger. We got our wastegate, all of our fluid lines. Now we're gonna install a new exhaust manifold gasket and get this thing in the car. Gaskets are on the engine and our turbo is fully configured. Now the reason we're putting this in is because this is a pure 900 turbocharger. It is a factory frame upgrade for the B58. This thing will support over 800 horsepower. It's got bigger compressor wheels, bigger turbine wheels. It's even billet. It's got a much bigger setup, which means more power and more boost. It's time to get it in. Now I gotta do all the grunt work and reattach all the lines. Once that's done, we'll put our downpipe on and start dressing everything back up, and then we can move on to the intake system. Oh, that popped on really nice actually. Wow, I'm stoked with that. Usually these are like a pain to get on, but that thing just literally just like popped into place. Time to move into the air induction system and the charge piping system. This is by MST. We have a cold air intake system and some aluminum charge pipe. So the factory charge pipe is made of plastic and they tend to explode when you do really high horsepower. This is an aluminum piece that's gonna hold the power much better. And then of course we wanna open up the sound, open up the airflow. So we've got a bigger intake with a pod filter. This is gonna allow that turbo to breathe more air. With a bigger compressor wheel, it's going to need this. So this is also gonna finish off the engine bay, make it look really nice. So let's start by installing the charge pipes. Time to update the cooling system. Of course, we're not going to leave it factory because we just put a bigger turbo on this thing, which means we need more cooling power. That's where this comes in. This is a CSF intercooler. This is a much bigger core than the factory unit. It also has aluminum end tanks. CSF is known for their B58 drag racing stuff. It is insane the amount of cooling they've got out of those cars. They have some seriously fast B58 cars. We've also got a transmission cooler here. These are all plug and play. They bolt right on and replace the factory equipment, so let's get it installed. Before we put the radiators back in, I'm gonna swap out the serpentine belt because it's right there and all this is gonna be covered by fans and coolers, so let's do it. Easy to install when the coolers are out. Next step is the turbo intercooler. Snap in, dude, feels good. Dialed in, cooling system, just bolt it down, finished, easy. All of the fun bits in the engine bay are complete. Our CSF coolers, our MST charge pipes and intake system, and our new turbo is installed, so let me show you what we have left. To finish off the engine bay, we have a fresh carbon fiber engine cover and a Downstar dress-up bulk kit. This is gonna make this engine bay look brand new, and the things you aren't gonna see is all the maintenance items. We have new spark plugs, ignition coils, we have a bunch of sensors and a new oil filter, as well as all the new fluids going in. Fresh coolant for the engine and the turbocharger cooling system, and fresh oil to make sure this thing is running properly, so let's get started. First thing we're gonna start with is the spark plugs and coils. Pretty crusty, a little bit dark. That tells me this cylinder is a little bit rich, but we also had one that was lean. So something's going on with this thing. Not that bad, not super concerning, but when we retune it, it'll be much better than this. New dining coils are going in. We got some OEM engine oil. Let's get it in. Now Now it's time for a dress up Downstar hardware kit. And of course I gotta put the radiator core support back together as we do this. One of my favorite things about the dress up kit is how easy they are to install because everything is labeled.
About time he used the instructions.
Weren't you supposed to be helping him build this car?
No, I'm in the Ferrari. Sorry.
Final piece is the carbon engine cover. Oh, dial, dude. Give her a little wipe down real quick. Oh, that is how a B58 is supposed to look. All right, our wheels and tires just got back. Check these things out, dude.
Ooh. That's a proper
I
setup.
love the Falcon logos they're doing on the new tires. They changed something about it. I don't know if it's the depth of the logo, but it looks so freaking good. This is such a classic BMW style wheel. I cannot wait to see it on the car. These always look amazing. To finish off Joe's engine, we've got an AWE Touring Catback exhaust system. This is a full bolt-on kit for the M340i. We've done it on our G82 M4. We've done tons of AWE systems. I've even got one on my 5-liter Mustang, and it sounds amazing. Joe's car is gonna go from sounding like this to this. This exhaust system is gonna get us there, which is awesome. This is a complete kit. It's even got beautiful chrome tips. It's resonated, so it's not gonna have any drone, and it's gonna give us a nice, crisp sound. BMW straight sixes are not known for sounding the best, but this exhaust is gonna really tune this thing up, give it some good volume, but not make it crazy raspy or crazy loud. So we're gonna start at the catalytic converter, work our way all the way to the back, and I'll show you guys how we're gonna do it. Since we replaced the turbo, the stock exhaust is already off. This is our first piece. It's pretty small, but it's very important. This is important because it goes from our stock downpipe to the rest of the exhaust system. But everything is nice and loose now. We got one more muffler to hang, but this bracket is gonna start holding everything together because it's gonna hold both of the muffler packs together. And then from there, we can start situating the rest of these pipes, figure out where this exhaust system wants to sit. Time to start tightening it down. Our AWE exhaust is completely installed. It took me about 40 minutes to install this by myself. Everything bolted right up, fit perfectly, super easy to install. If you guys are looking for a proper exhaust, they section it, makes everything nice and light and easy to install. We've got resonators back here, we've got muffler packs here, we've got a beautiful AWE placard right here, and we've got the chrome tip exhaust, which is awesome. I love the look of this exhaust system. It fits perfectly, and now because of the rest of the engine is already done, we get to hear it. So let's get this thing down and fire it up. We're gonna fire this thing up. You ready?
I came out at the perfect time. Is this the first start?
Yeah. Yo, that sounds way different. It's way deeper.
Oh yeah.
Oh, brother. This thing sounds sick, dude. You can hear the freaking turbo whistle from in the driver's seat. I did not think you were gonna be able to hear it.
It sounds really good.
Oh, that sounds sick. Okay, so this is also with a stock tune. So we're gonna tune this thing. It's gonna sound way better after that. Now Now it's time for our brakes and suspension, because we're not going to leave this thing alone. We got BC Racing BR Series coilovers for the struts. We've got SPL lower front control arms to get the alignment exactly where we need it. And we're also upgrading the brakes. We've got EBC red stuff pads and an upgraded rotor. The ones that are on there are a little bit crusty. We want to get them looking nice and fresh. These are also drilled and slotted, which is going to help with pad gassing should this thing be driven super hard. And now that it has a bigger turbo, it will be. We've also got motorsport hardware stud kit going on, which is really nice. And these are an upgrade over the OEM front lower control arms. This is going to give us better roll center correction and have the adjustability to get the stance how we want it. And this is going to be the main thing that gets the car looking amazing. These are BC Racing BR Series coilovers, 32-way adjustable damping, fully adjustable ride height. It's going to allow us to slam this thing on the new wheel and tire package. The first step is we're going to take the brakes apart on every single corner. This is going to make it light and easy to install the coilovers. Thing is on there, dude. You see it kicking out rust? Look at the rust, dude. Oh, dang. Oh, crusty boy, dude. Oh, brother, look at this. First of all, we've got rust everywhere. Second of all, we've got a really, really distinct lip on here. Really bad edge, and look at the edges of the rotor where the pad was contacting is rusted. So this, sorry brother, it's not doing a whole lot for you for performance, so we gotta upgrade these. We're gonna start by taking the rear suspension apart, get all the factory equipment out. So now it's time to get these in the car. First of all, we have to install the top hats. We're using the factory ones on the old shocks we pulled out, so let's swap them over. All right, time to get them back in the car. Rear suspension is fully done. Now we're gonna move on to the fronts. And with the front, we're gonna start by pulling the factory strut out. Ooh, it was a little crusty though, dude. I snuck some WD-40 in there yesterday. So let's get the other side like this. And then we gotta do a bunch of stuff under the hood, because there's all this rubber right here. We gotta take all that stuff out, and then we can take the top hats off, and then they'll look at that right there. Damn, boy. Dialed. Now it's time to get our front left coilover in. Let's get it installed. Before we finish up with the suspension, we have to do the front lower control arms. These are going to allow us adjustability to get this stance looking perfect, get this car nice and low with exactly the right caster, camber, and tow we're after to keep this thing driving nice, so let's get them installed. Suspension is complete, coilovers are completely done. We've got SPL control arms on the front. Now we have to finish our brakes so we can get the wheels and tires on, so we can get this thing on the ground and start adjusting the ride height. That's the last piece of the suspension we need to do. So let's keep going. We're gonna install the wheels, but first we're gonna add a set of motorsport hardware studs. This car had a set on already, but there were a couple missing, which is not good. So we're gonna give them a fresh set. Let's get them on. Our Motorsport hardware studs are installed. That means the suspension and brakes are completely finished. Now we're gonna put our bumpers on. If you guys remember, we had these pulled off and repainted. They had a lot of clear coat damage. They look brand new. Ricky's finished retrimming everything. We got a new diffuser on the back. Grills are back on the front, which means we can get them back on the car, which means we can install our Apex wheels with our new Falcon tires and get this M340i on the ground, check out the new stands, make some adjustments, and make this thing look freaking sick. So let's keep going. It is time to get the BMW on the ground, which means it's time for wheels. We've got an Apex ML10 RT in race silver. These look phenomenal, and I cannot wait to see this thing on the ground. We've got it wrapped in a Falcon Azenas RT660 Plus. These are phenomenal tires. We're running a 19x9 in the front with a 245/35, and in the rear we've got a 275 on a 19x10. This is going to produce plenty of grip for this thing, especially since we just upped the power on this car. If you want to get a set of Apex wheels for yourself, click the QR code on screen. Let's get these on the car. Apex wheels are on. It's time to get this thing on the ground. I have not adjusted the coilovers at all, so I have no idea what the ride height is currently at. We're gonna find out. Let's see this thing on the ground. Oh, it's proper, dude. No, it could go lower in the front. It needs to go lower in the front for sure. These wheels look sick. How's the fitment? Oh, fitment's money, dude. I thought 19 was gonna be a weird size, but it's like perfect for it. With the polished lips, this thing's gonna look really, really good. The wheels that were on this car were terrible before. So the fact that it looks nice on proper wheels is awesome. What do you think, Ricky?
I like it a lot. But you're right, the height in the back is perfect, and one in the front could go down just a little bit more. But man,
yeah.
It looks good. The offset is perfect too.
All right, let's get a look off the rack here. I lowered the front. I think our wheel gap matches front to back now, so I think it looks proper. Looks really good. I know we're doing a color change, but it looks really nice in the blue. I know the color change we're going is very similar, so I'm excited to see it when it's done. This is the race silver with the chrome lips, and then we got the chrome tips on the AWE, fit really well. For now, we're gonna move into the interior. We've got a shifter to replace because there are some buttons that are broken in here. We've got new paddles by Keys. We got an element fire extinguisher also by Keys and a couple other things going in, so let's get started. The first upgrade in the interior is going to be these Keys Motorsports paddle shifters. Now these are carbon fiber, which the stock ones are not, and they're also aluminum body with magnetic, which means we get a very satisfying click. And listen to these, ready? Yeah, let's get them in. Oh, that's gonna be so nice. Keys paddles are installed. Check these out. Sounds so freaking crisp.
Oh my god, bro.
Oh, hell no, man.
We got a full
speed,
Yeah,
dude.
we're testing out the
turbo?
suspension.
Dude,
Solid.
thing's pretty dumped right now, Joe.
So now I've got this center console piece popped up because we got to replace the shifter because there are buttons here that don't do anything. And we need buttons that work here. So we're gonna swap it over. Ta-da! Let's move on to the fire extinguisher. Installed, nice and compact. It's there if you need it, but it's not in the way. Get in the car. Your legs aren't even gonna hit that at all.
Let's see how fast you can grab it. All right, your car's on fire. It just started. 3, 2, 1, go.
Boom. Rip it off. Hit it right there. Boom. Up next, we've got a hood catch pull that is made of aluminum, and of course, it's stamped with Keys, which is really nice. Let's get it on. Our cable pulls in, feels really nice. That's what I like about this stuff, is they make a lot of simple things. Like this, you don't really use it that often, but it being plastic and cheap just doesn't feel nice. That feels so much more quality and firm. And these, however, you're gonna use those every single day. Such a nice upgrade. Next up, we're getting rid of these busted freaking mirror caps. Look at that. Carbon's fading, clear's gone. Don't need any of that.
What is happening
I was
right now?
supposed to make the trash can. You weren't supposed to be there. Anyways, we got some beautiful units by Keys, and of course, we're gonna be upgrading the mirror lights as well. Not only are they not clear, but for some reason there's like sand in that. I don't know what that is. We don't need that. We got some freshy boys. These are fogged, nice. Gonna go on the brand new end caps, and we'll get them on. Dialed, brand new carbon, shiny. Our Keys Motorsports mirror caps are on. We do have more carbon fiber bike keys going on the exterior of this car. However, we have to wait until the paint protection foam is installed to do that. So let's keep going.
Look who it is. Yet again, we have our boy, Antonio, in the house. Hey.
What's up, dude? You coming to help us out with this thing?
Yes, sir.
What are you gonna do today?
We're about to do a starlight, and I think we have a logo we need to put in there.
All right.
I did print some stuff out.
You wanna show me, or are you gonna wait till the guys get in?
Oh, wait till the guys get here.
All right.
Yeah, it's a surprise.
Antonio's gonna get started, and then all the rest of the guys will be in here, but I don't want him to wait on us.
Antonio needs help?
Something special.
What are we doing? What are we? Oh!
What do you guys think? Is this good space?
I like it.
So everyone agrees.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm for it.
I mean, but you're gonna flip it though, right?
Yeah, we'll reverse it. But
Yeah.
this is good.
Yeah.
Why does it have an E?
There we go.
This is the real throttle logo.
I didn't even
Ricky would have never.
I didn't even notice that.
You would have went with it and just let it go.
I didn't notice that. Like I once you said it, I was like, oh wait.
What's going on, guys? It's Antonio Full Pot Optics here. We have a custom throttle logo on this headliner, as well as a 700 dual colored package. If you guys do want to get booked, shoot us a DM on Instagram at Opalite Optics. We'll make sure to get back to you guys as soon as we can. If you have any questions, just feel free to shoot it over, and I promise we will DM you guys soon.
It is time to take the M340i over to Diamond Auto Salon, where they're gonna install pure PPF on this BMW, so let's get it loaded up. All right, let's go. We got the car here at Diamond Auto Salon. We got a full roll of pure PPF. We're going Purple Rain on this car. Casey, tell me what you guys do here and what we're doing to this car.
We do a lot of bespoke automotive customization and protection. As you can see here, clear PPF for days, colored PPF, just like the M340 is gonna get. Wheels, aero, suspension, pretty much all the fun stuff.
So we're gonna let the boys get to work. We're gonna get this thing in the bay, let them get started, and come back in a couple of days and see what progress they've made on this car. I cannot wait to see this thing in the new color. We're back here at Diamond Auto Salon. The boys have made some serious progress on the M340i. We're stopping by to check it out, get some filming done. We got a couple parts to install on the car, so let's keep going.
Look at that. Look at the color, dude.
Yeah, it's way more purple than I thought it was gonna be. Look at that. You gotta go back, you gotta go back. You can see the shifties.
Yeah, for sure.
That is sick. Bro, this is gonna look mental when it's done. And while we're here, we're gonna get rid of all the wood grain in the interior, update it with some carbon fiber. Front dash, dash here, center console's looking mint. That is so much better than the wood grain. Boys are about to start laying some color down on the car, get some big panels going. We're gonna hang around, watch their process, and see what it takes to color one of these cars in a new PPF by Pure. Let's get started. Ricky's pulling up. He just grabbed the M340i from Diamond Auto Salon, and he's pulling up right now. I can't wait to see the car. Last time I saw it, they had a lot of the color on, but the trimming wasn't done. The bumpers were still off. Everything was still apart. Excited to see the car finally complete, back together.
The car is here. It looks
How's it look?
insane.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So
you guys said it was gonna be blue.
You saw it in the sun. I haven't seen it in the sun.
Bro.
Hey, you sure it's in there?
Oh yeah.
You sure it's not gone?
Yeah, you still saw
It's in there. Man, I walked up, I was like, that's not the car. He's like, yeah. I'm like, bro, that's crazy. It's so sick. Let me show you.
Oh my god.
Whoa!
I want to get it out in the sun.
Wild. It's insane. It's like bass boat almost.
I saw the sample, but
We gotta see it in the sun.
this is nuts.
We saw it outside out there and there was sun all the way around it. I've never seen a color shift so aggressive in my life. When you see color shift, like you see it changing as you move, but then you can see 4 different colors from one corner.
Bro.
Wild.
Oh my god. You got to look at it in the sun reflecting. Oh my god. When we asked Joe what color he wanted on his car, he said go wild, do something we've never done. He wanted bright, he wanted color shifty, and I think Pure PPF absolutely delivered with the purple to blue. It looks absolutely insane. Diamond Auto Salon, those boys crushed it on the install. The car looks phenomenal. Now let's get this thing inside because we have some more carbon to add to really finish this car. We've got a front lip, we've got side skirts, and a rear spoiler going on. Let's get this thing to the finish line. We're gonna start with the front lip. This is a 3-piece design, and it's going to fit perfectly. Front lip is fully installed. It looks magnificent. On top of that, it is a 5-piece design, which is really cool. These lower pieces are actually removable, so you can unbolt that. If you damage these, you can just replace this. You don't have to buy a whole new front lip, which is really nice. Everything hugs against the bumper perfectly. It looks amazing. And now it's time to move into the side skirts. The last piece to finish this car is a carbon fiber rear spoiler. Carbon fiber is done. Now it's time to get this thing off the lift and get it outside in the sun to take a look at the finished M340i. The M340i is completely done. We're gonna ship this thing back to Pennsylvania to hand deliver it to Joe. While we're there, we're gonna be swinging by AWB Tuning to get this thing on a dyno and tune it for the new turbocharger. So let's head over to the East Coast. We are here at AWB Tuning's headquarters in Pennsylvania. Now we've got Joe's M340i on their in-house dyno. We're gonna strap this thing down, see how much power we can make with this car. So let's get inside. Before we start doing pulls on the dyno, Sarah is gonna give us the tour of the AWB facility. You guys might remember her from the J2 M4 video. She helped us install the exhaust, and she also yelled at me for aligning the tips in properly. Because it's really loud in there, we're gonna be using mics, and Evan doesn't get one.
So I'm gonna be talking like this for Quinn.
All right, let's get started.
It is really loud, guys. It's a manufacturing facility. There's some cool stuff around. Obviously, the RS6 in the lobby. We had to show off a little bit for you. We knew you were coming, right? We watched it, we put it in here on purpose.
We get to take this one home.
All right, so we'll walk through the office quick. We're gonna try to keep this just to the highlights, just to the fun stuff. So a little bit of history of the company. Everyone always asks what AWE stands for. That would be Air and Water Enterprises, because we started out in air-cooled Porsche, Volkswagen, Audi. From there, we kind of exploded into everything. Obviously, we have a ton of coverage, modern muscle, truck, sport compact. Our products, the concept starts here. We'll research a product. If we want to go ahead and make it, it'll head back into R&D. All right, out to the fun part. It's about to get really loud. We're sorry in advance, but it's cool at least. Bam. So this is where all the R&D, the fun part starts. Obviously, we got some more carbon under the hood of the Integra right there. We're in our final stages of prototyping this intake, so they have to make a few tweaks to it, and it'll be released soon. I can't wait. It's awesome. It sounds great too.
Yeah, that is really nice.
So we got two parts. We have the traditional intake, and then the inlet tube here goes all the way down to the turbo. It's got a really sweet billet inlet. Install, it gets a little tight down there, but I think it's worth it for how good the carbon looks, and so you can get the performance of the whole thing. We're also working on the Blackwing exhaust. That's about to release as well. The valving was really specific, so it took us a bit to really get that dialed in.
I think it looks really good. Yeah, super sick. So you guys putting like a valving system on this?
Yeah, so we use the
looks like?
factory valve behavior. We'll use our actual valve in there, but we use the factory valve motor so that it works seamlessly off all your buttons, all your modes and everything. So,
Sick.
and then the switch path muffler in the center, so you
Yeah.
can kind of get both best of both worlds. Once our products are finished in R&D, they head over into marketing. We do all of our in-house video. You might remember my face from some of our video. And then the final test is the dyno. Typically, we only use this for product testing, but you know, you guys are so special. We let you use it. You guys will see in a minute. You're gonna run the giveaway car on the dyno, so
Yeah.
you guys should feel special. Normally, this does not happen. So when you place an order with one of our great dealers here, our steel comes in from that door right there, all US sourced T304L stainless. It'll hang out on the racks here, and then it heads into our prep area. So this is the area where it's cut, bent, expanded, deburred, slotted, all in prep to be welded together, and then it'll head into QC and shipping. So
Sick.
it's kind of neat.
So it comes out of welding and then they drop it on the shelf over here with the number?
Yeah, sometimes it doesn't even make it to the shelf. Sometimes it goes straight to a cart. So we'll be
Dang.
packing warm metal sometimes heading out when we're really cranking like around the holidays.
That's
But
sick.
These guys are
That's really
awesome.
cool.
They'll pick all the different pick letters to make a full system. They'll put it on the cart, take a look at it, wipe it down, make sure everything looks good, make sure everything's accounted for.
Who loads the lollipops?
That's what I was just
Are we getting there? Are we getting to the
are at the
lollipops?
lollipop station.
All right.
Okay, this is a
sick.
very important part of the process. When the tips are loaded, the lollipop is loaded in its special lollipop container for only the good installers. The bad installers, no lollipop.
So that was the tour of the facility. Thank you, Sarah, so much. That was
You're welcome.
amazing. So now we're gonna head over to the dyno because we're gonna dyno Joe's M340i. Let's do it. Now, before we dyno tune the car, we've got Brian from Keys here. What are we doing?
So today we're going to be unlocking the DME so that we can tune the car with boot mode, but before I do that, we're going to install a flex fuel analyzer kit, so that way we can add E85, 93, or different combinations, and it's going to auto-calculate the tune, but for the most power, I have HCP remoting in all the way from Denmark to give this car a special custom tune.
All right, let's get into it.
All right, I just ran our wire for flex fuel that goes through the firewall over here. Now I need to install the sensor, wire it up, and that'll be done. All right, as far as the actual flex fuel sensor, everything is physically installed. Now what I need to do is tap into the BDC and complete the electronics.
So Brian just finished up dialing everything in on the M340i, and it feels weird because he's working on it, not me. Usually I'm the one working on the car. So it's nice to kind of get a break from doing all that. It's officially strapped down. We're gonna have HCP come on and actually start tuning the car. They've got a base tune on it. We're gonna do a pull. This car makes about 320 at the wheel from factory. So I'm curious to see, with just a turbo upgrade and a base tune, how much power it makes, and then we're gonna start increasing the power from there. We're outside, as you can tell. It is unbelievably loud inside there, making exhaust, cutting things, welding everything. So we're gonna try and get as good of sound quality as we can for you guys, but I can't guarantee it's gonna be top notch. So let's get inside there because it is freaking cold out here. Oh my God, it sounds freaking sick. Yo, this thing under the pipe is gonna sound insane, dude.
All right, so we just got done doing a base run. The car put down 385 horsepower to the wheels and 376 foot-pound torque. Let's flash our custom HCP map and see what we can do on 93.
All right, so Brian put a transmission tune on and did a pull, and now we're off the chart. It's completely went off the horsepower chart.
Oh, there we go.
479, 480, 480.
Extra spicy.
It went off the graph, dude, it's gone. You gotta rescale the graph, you gotta bring it down. So that was run number 3. We made 480 wheel horsepower. Now before, the transmission wasn't very happy with the turbo ramping so fast and so hard, so we had to put a transmission tune on it. As far as the car goes, that is gonna be it for the 93 octane. That's gonna be essentially the daily driver tune. That's 480 wheel, that's astronomical numbers. That's
This
more than
thing
an
is
M4.
gonna rip.
Yeah.
That's sick. That's so fast. And what's it gonna make on E85? Comment down below.
Yay. 535, baby. Good torque too. Sounded really nice. Joe, you ain't ready for this car, bro. You ain't ready for this thing.
How was it? I didn't even see it.
535.
Nice. That's not bad.
That's crazy.
That's E28, 28% ethanol.
Oh wow.
Can we go up or?
Yeah.
Oh, damn. Are we going up?
Yeah.
All right, let's see what it made. 551. That's a good number right there, brother. That's freaking sick. That honestly, like that's plenty. 550 is a lot. That's
a lot
so much
for a street car.
For a street car, if you're driving it every day, I mean, you put a little bit of E85 in it, dude. 550, you're beating pretty much everything. We went up like 3 horsepower, but dude, keeping this thing at 550 is going to be mental. This car on the street is going to be insane. And Sarah was telling me that this dyno actually reads low. So it's probably, in reality, it's probably actually a little bit more than that. But all-wheel drive with 550 wheel, insane. Last run, let's do it. All right, 554, so we're just solidifying that 550 number. Thing sounds insane, it's running really good. Joe's gonna be stoked. We are done here at the dyno session. How did it go today, Brian?
I thought it went pretty good. Car was successfully unlocked, tuned on boot mode, and then HCP remoted in from Denmark and got us about 200 plus horsepower on the M340i, which is incredible. When we did our base runs this morning, I totally forgot the car had a pure 900. I was like, wow, these are really good numbers to start. Typically on our dyno, we see these cars around 330 horsepower to the wheels. Today, we added what, like 550 for the horsepower and torque?
Yep.
That's over a 200 horsepower gain to the wheels. This thing is going to be an absolute monster and an M3 slayer.
Today is the day. We're gonna give Joe his M340i back. The car is completely done. Dyno went extremely well yesterday. Thing made 550 horsepower. It is an absolute blast to drive. I drove it all the way back. Thing is amazing. It is such a good car and I can't wait to give it to Joe. Now we need to get this car inside and staged so we can do the big G reveal. Let's get it staged. Sheet is on the M340i. We've got the party ready to go. We're gonna pull the sheet right now, so let's go.
About a year ago to the day is when we first partnered with Turn 5. And shortly after that, Steve and Andrew asked me if we wanted to do a dream build for one of their employees who's been doing an amazing job for over 10 years. And when I found out that we were gonna do it, we ended up flying out here and we presented that award, and Joe, right here, is our winner. And Joe didn't actually have a car for us to do at the time, and he said, I'll buy anything you want to do. But it has to be 4 doors, I want it to be fast, and I want it to have a little bit of flair. So back and forth with Joe a couple months, and he picked up this M340i, which you guys can see on the screen. Are you ready to see your new M340i?
I'm ready, yeah.
All right, here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I just want to walk around in circles.
Hey Quinn, why don't you run through some of the mods we do?
So you've got a pure purple rain PPF on the car, which is awesome. We've updated the exterior with a lot of bits by Keys Motorsports. We also put an AWB touring exhaust system on it, so it sounds way better than it did before. We've got Apex wheels with Falcon tires. We also lowered the car on BC Racing coilovers. We also added a pure Gen 2 turbocharger upgrade on it. We also updated the charge pipe, and we got an MST intake here for you. So The thing drives incredible.
So when this car came in to AWE yesterday, it made 320 horsepower at the wheel. And it left with 500.
That's insane. So it's at the crank, it's a lot more.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's over 600 horsepower. Joe, you absorbed this. Enjoy it. Congratulations. Thank you so much for all your hard work, and can't wait to see what you do.
We revealed the car to Joe. He absolutely loves it. Now we've got one last surprise. We're gonna take Joe and his car over to Englishtown Raceway Park and get him some track time in it. So I'll see you guys there. All right, we're here at Englishtown Raceway in New Jersey. We brought Joe and his new M340i out. The thing is done. So now we're gonna actually get some track driving with the car. Let's go do it. Take it easy, have fun.
Don't stuff it, Joe.
Keep breezy.
Wow. Dude, this thing is fast.
Gets down, huh? How's the power feel?
It feels amazing. It's night and day.
So you know why this track looks so familiar, Quinn? This is where Jimmy Oaks and the boys go drifting.
Yeah, 100%.
I didn't realize that until we're out on the track.
Yeah, Chris Fix drives this track quite often. You feel how touchy it is?
Yeah.
You just give her like a little bit and the thing just wants to rip, man.
Holy crap. Dude, the trans tune is wild too.
It's crazy, huh?
Shifts hard.
The power delivery is so good. It is so crisp, so clean, so linear, and it's like unbelievably responsive. For a turbo car, it's like insane.
Damn, dude.
Oh, freaking moves, huh?
The turbo sounds amazing.
Here it's spool up, spool down. There's confetti.
What do you think, Joe? Look at the smile on his face.
It's amazing.
Dude, that's great, huh?
Dude, it sounds so cool from the outside
amazing.
too. All the pops and bangs and the turbo noise is amazing.
He's starting to push the tires a little bit, and he's 6'6".
I smell them.
Oh
I
man,
smell
they're
them.
so good.
Yeah,
These things are so refined.
This is the best thing ever. Thank you guys so much. This is
Congrats,
this is
man.
making my life right now. I feel like I just ran a mile. This is incredible. There's like the adrenaline in my veins right now. This is the most amazing day of my life, minus the 2 children. But you know.
All right, I'm gonna ask you, what's your favorite part of the car?
Favorite part of it? I mean, it's got the wrap is amazing, but for me, like, I've always wanted to get out on the track and just experience the power. So that pure 800 turbo and the incredible power this thing is putting out is probably my favorite. I wanted something that hooks when I hit the pedal and just keeps going and just doesn't stop, and it's relentless. It feels so amazing.
That is going to be it for today's episode. Joe's M340i is done. Here you go, brother. Take care of it. Enjoy the car. It turned out amazing, dude. I'm so stoked.
Appreciate it, guys.
Take it away, Joe.
Amazing. Thanks for watching my M340i build. Tell us what you think in the comments below. If you like what you see, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Peace.
He's a natural. Let's go, baby.